Hi everyone, and welcome to this video. Today in this video we're going to be talking about the 7th stage of permanent weight loss from my book Foodaholic: The 7 Stages to Permanent Weight Loss. My name is Irene Rebaum Keller. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, weight loss expert, and former heavy person who has maintained, I think it's a 60-pound now weight loss for a very long time. So we're going to talk today about the last stage. If you're new to my channel, welcome, subscribe. There will, in the playlist, you will see there's a video for every chapter of the book, including the last one, which we're going to talk about right now. So, accepting that weight loss is a lifelong journey. Weight maintenance is a lifelong journey. The last stage is vital if you're going to be keeping weight off long term. This is a stage that people will resist for obvious reasons, and that is, when I was growing up, what we used to think was that you would go on a diet, you would lose whatever weight you wanted to lose or you were able to lose, and then you were done, all done. You can do what you were doing before and go enjoy your life, good work, you lost all that weight. And then, of course, you would go back to doing what you were doing, and the weight would come back because you were going back to your old eating habits, your old exercise habits, whatever you were doing that caused you to gain the weight in the first place. If you didn't realize that you needed to change that permanently, you would put the weight back. So accepting that this journey is lifelong is very important if you want to get it, that in order to keep weight off, you have to work at it for the rest of your life. I'm really sorry to tell you that. And this is where people run. Don't run. Please don't run. Stay. Anyway, it's not so easy, but here's the good news. All right, it's not all bad news. So here's the good news. The first 2 years of maintaining any kind of a weight loss are the hardest. So even if it's 10 pounds, let's say you've lost 10 pounds and you're able to maintain that, which means that you're taking in less calories than you were at your top weight consistently, or you're burning more of both. All right, that's how it works. So let's say you've been able to maintain a 10-pound weight loss for a period of time, and you get to where it's not so hard. It takes about 2 years of weight maintenance before it gets easier to maintain that particular weight. So let's plug in some numbers for an example. So let's say that you weighed 200 pounds and you've lost 50 pounds and now you weigh 150 and you would like to maintain 150. So in order to do that, if you were 200 pounds and now you're 150, when you were 200 pounds, if you're a woman, let's say you were taking in about 2,000 calories a day. And in order to maintain 150, you need to be taking in pretty consistently around 1,500 a day. And then this is without exercise. This is just maintenance calories, 1,500 a day. And so now when I say that, I don't mean anybody's going to eat like 1,500 a day every single day like that. It's going to be, 1,500, 13, 16, 14, 15, most people eat a little bit like this. But it's going to balance around 1,500, whereas before you were balancing around 2,000 to be 200 pounds. See? So it's a 500 calorie daily difference in order to maintain 150 pounds. That's kind of big when you think about how much you can eat for 500 calories, right? So maintaining that 150 pounds requires a lifestyle change. And one of my friends recently said, as soon as she hears the word lifestyle, you know who you are, you run. And I don't blame you, because the idea that I have to do this forever is not very appealing at first. Because really what you're thinking about when you say that to yourself, you think about it in that way, you're thinking about what you have to give up. You're thinking about those 500 calories and however it was that you were enjoying eating those calories that you have to give up. You're not thinking about what you get back. You're not thinking about the benefits that you get by being thinner, by being at your goal weight, by looking better, feeling better, living longer, having more self-confidence, all of the good things that come when you're able to maintain a weight loss. So accepting that it's a lifelong journey doesn't mean that it's going to be a horrible struggle for the rest of your life. It doesn't. But what it does mean is this: weight maintenance is a skill, okay? Just like anything else, it's a skill. And so what you learn in the journey is that you're practicing along the way as you're losing, and that in order to stay there, you still have to keep practicing your skill of weight loss. You know, you're saying, oh, wait a minute, weight loss, I'm at my goal weight, I've reached it, you know, I have to maintain it. But that's not really real. And here's what I mean. So let's say your weight loss goal was 150 pounds, and there you are, you reached that goal. You got on the scale on one day, and there it said 150 pounds. Congratulations. Okay, so there you are, 150 pounds. Great, you reached your goal. So now let's say you're 150 pounds. The next day, you're 100 pounds. The next day, that was somebody's birthday, and there's cake, and you went off a little bit, and you're 151 or 152. Okay, so now you have to work it back down to 150. Weight loss. And weight maintenance is really just gaining and losing small amounts of weight over and over and over again. So you kind of being like maybe going a little off and then bringing yourself back like this for the rest of your life. Now, there are some people that only ever eat the same thing every single day and they don't deal with that. And if that's you, then great. If you can balance that around the weight you want to be, it's going to be easy for you. But most people have lives that include parties and birthdays and travel and, you know, lots of reasons why their food isn't necessarily like that every single day. So learning how then to balance when those days are high calorie day, or there's a celebration, or you're on vacation or something, with the lower calorie days is what you need to do forever. Okay, so one of the things that you need to also get about long-term lifetime weight maintenance is that you can't really go on food vacations too much. Okay, so what I mean is that if you add up on the days of a year, all of the weekends, the holidays, and the vacation time, it's 1/3 of the year. It's a whole 1/3 of the year. So if you think to yourself, oh, well, it's the weekend, I'm going to just have what I want, or I'm on vacation, or it's Christmas, or it's New Year's, or it's, it's 1/3 of the year. So if you're going off a whole 1/3 of the time, you're not going to get to your goal and stay there. You'll be up 1/3 from where you want to be, right? So you have to also learn that in order to maintain weight, it's better. I mean, you can go off more and come, be swinging like this calorically, but it's better for your body and it's better for your mind and emotionally and all of it to just kind of, even your high calorie days not so high, your low calorie days not so low, but more like this. Okay, so that's the last stage of getting to a permanent weight loss, and it's accepting that you're going to have to work on it for the rest of your life. One of the men in my support group said, it takes this much work to be this big and fat because he has already lost quite a bit of weight and he's maintaining a weight loss, and yet he's not where he wants to be yet. And that's another part of weight acceptance, weight maintenance, that can be difficult. And that is, let's just say your goal was 150, you were 200, but you can't get yourself to get below 175. So now you're having to do all the work to maintain 175 that it takes, but you're not happy there. So there's that added discomfort or dis-ease about where you are and how much work it takes to be there, and it's not even where you want to be. But part of what you'll learn if you want to read the book and, Foodaholic, is that's, first of all, that's the normal. And second of all, that once you get comfortable at 175, you get used to maintaining 175, that gets easier. So 175 kind of becomes your new weight. right? And if you were at 200, you're maintaining a nice weight loss at 175. And if you're doing that over time and it gets easier and easier and easier, then to go, let's say, from 175 to 150, it's not such a big jump. And often people will do that, and it's perfectly fine to come down a certain amount of weight and maintain it there. Even if that's not where you ultimately want to be, it's still better than where you were. And learning to maintain a weight loss is going to be key as far as wherever you want to go next, getting lower and maintaining the new weight. So that's basically it for today. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, I hope that you'll come back and subscribe. There are videos in the playlist that'll go along, like I said, with each chapter of the book. If you're curious and you want more information, it will be in the description box below. And that's it for today. Take care.